The Four Nights of the Apocalypse extra chapter, a mixture of feelings. Fern leaves have antipyretic effects when you ingest a dose of their substance, but when you drink an infusion of their seeds, you can disappear instantly, i.e., you become invisible. The flower of the golden coffin increases resistance to disease, and when mixed with honey, it increases resistance to fire. An overdose of blood skull fruit can cause a state of near death, but if taken in appropriate doses, it can be used to see supernatural beings. Consuming Amsalem fruits can make you nauseous, but if you take them together with belladonna, you will drastically improve the potency of your power. This is what Nasiens explains, and he goes on to say that there are many other poisonous and medicinal plants of great use, and that he has been able to learn about the effects of various types of plants over the last 2 years. However, despite this, Nasiens confesses that unfortunately he still hasn't managed to discover a plant that can wake up Percival, who was someone very special to him. However, Sixtus believes that he has done his best. For Nasiens has continued to search for new special resources by testing poisonous plants with his own body. And he adds that it's just as your acquaintance told you, the mysterious magical power you possess may be very close to the characteristics of fairies, as we are resistant to poisons and diseases. But smiling, Nasiens says he doesn't understand how this is possible. But suddenly, something catches his eye. The herbalist runs off while asking Sixtus to wait for a moment. Nasiens had just found a new type of mineral, and he wondered what kind of properties it had. Sixtus approaches him, saying that he knows, but Nasiens interrupts him, saying that he knows that just like plants, some minerals can also be turned into medicines. But that's not exactly what Sixtus wanted to talk about. He wanted to talk about how Nasiens realized that there was an unknown mineral there. And with an amused smile, Nasiens tells him that he has always been able to tell where unknown plants and minerals are, and that he believes this is just his intuition. But Sixtus is suspicious because no, it's definitely not just his intuition, because having an idea of where plants and minerals are in the ground is something that only giants can do. And neither he nor any of his siblings have the special characteristics of being both a fairy and a giant. In other words, the perfect hybrid. However, Nasiens is the only one who. However, at that moment, the herbalist noticed that Sixtus was looking at him strangely. Sixtus looked at Nasiens and said, "I don't hate you, but I don't approve of you either." And after saying that, the two remained silent for a few seconds. Then Sixtus decides to leave, saying that it's no big deal, that Nasiens can forget about it. And the herbalist seems to have understood nothing. While Sixtus continues to wonder, why am I worrying so much? There's just no way. And even if it were, my only older brother is still. Just then, someone calls out to Sixtus, and it's his older brother, Myrtle. He asked for help to pull out the drunken giant who was stuck in the hole. With a smile on his face, Sixtus replied, "Of course, brother.